If you think lawmakers in Austin avoided all immigration legislation, you'd be wrong. Tucked inside Senate Bill 1 are several bills that intend to restrict illegals.
Joining us live to talk more about these new restrictions that were dropped into that school finance bill, Woodland State Senator Tommy Williams and State Representative Carol Alvarado. Senator Williams, let's start with you because, after all, you were the author of these new restrictions. Can you tell us, first of all, just a little about them?
Sure. It requires the Department of Public Safety to collect and maintain information concerning the citizenship status of every driver's license or personal identification certificate holder. And it also requires that the DPS designate certain offices as temporary visitor stations and have specially trained staff members to help people who are in the country legally obtain their driver's license and to act as a resource to people around the state.
Representative Alvarado, you've got to admit that being in the United States legally and legal immigration a good idea. Shouldn't I be a legal citizen to get a driver's license in Texas?
Well, my goal is that everybody that's here should be able to have a path to citizenship, first and foremost. But I respect my colleague, but I think piecemealing this effort on immigration is not the way to go. I think we should press upon the federal government to come up with comprehensive immigration reform. They have dragged their feet. I think we all agree on that, whether we're Democrats or Republicans, and it is their sole responsibility to do this.
Yeah, but we're Texas. We decide what rules and regulations we have when it comes to driver's licenses. If you're in the state illegally, should you be able to get a Texas driver's license?
Well, I would emphasize that this isn't an immigration measure. This is a Homeland Security issue. The driver's license is a secure form of identification, and what we're requiring the department to do is to collect and maintain data on the citizenship status of people who have a personal identification or driver's license, and then to make that document expire with the end of their legal stay in the U.S. So this in no way affects any immigration law. This is purely a Homeland Security issue.
Now, Representative Alvarado, haven't you also been quoted as basically saying that this is an effort to bring some of the illegal population in from out of the shadows? I mean, is that part of what your opposition to this legislation is?
It has been, and I think what we're going to have are people who are choose not to have insurance because they won't be able to have a driver's license, and that's concerning. I think we've all, at some time or another, maybe have been in a car accident with somebody who doesn't have insurance, so that's a concern. But again, I do think it's kind of stepping around the immigration issue, and we're sort of piecemealing this. We tried to do sanctuary cities, and that couldn't happen. So now there's been this effort to do this. So I do have some concern about that.
All right. We appreciate both of you joining us today. That is Woodland State Senator Tommy Williams, also State Representative Carol Alvarado.